you are only half as bad as you think you are, and the ones that you look up to are only half as amazing as you assume they are. Let's talk about that. I remember when I was a small little boy with big dreams and ambitions, and I remember when I did my first real masterpiece. It was a horse, and it was majestic. And yes, they may not look like a horse, but you know why? Because I did not know what a horse looked like, to be fair, and I still don't, actually. But, you see, the way to make this piece look like this piece, there's a little secret ingredient, something that's almost a bit of a taboo in the earlier stages of development as an artist, and that is reference. And I know what you may say now, but oh yeah, but you can't use references if you don't know what it looks like. It's cheating. And it's not cheating, because everyone uses it except for you and me and like everyone in the beginning. But when you go past the stage of like using references is cheating, you're gonna see a tremendous amount of improvement in your own art. And once I did that, once I actually started shooting my own reference photos and looking up photos online of how things actually looked, I leveled up in art and as a person. Okay, maybe not the last one, but at least in art. And you shouldn't hold yourself to such high standards that you think that you need to know how everything looks. Like even people that are like absolute professionals in the industry. For example, Stan Prokopenko, this beautiful and majestic man, who has done multiple courses on anatomy and all of that. It's a fantastic sense of how the human body works. I mean, it's one of the best courses out there. But still, if he tries to draw something that he does not know what it looks like from imagination, it will be on a similar level from the drawing that I did when I was a toddler. For example, on a live stream, he tried to draw a kangaroo out of imagination. And to be fair, would you be able to see the difference between this and a child's drawing? Probably not. So, why would you hold yourself to that standard? Because you don't hold others to it. And even people that are famous for not using references are using references. They have just memorized them here in the little noggin. And for example, Kim Young-gi, he has stored so much information in his visual library. It's amazing and absolute, like, props to that man. But he's not using references. He's just memorized them. So if you don't know what a person or a character or anything like that will look like from different angles, for example, there's no shame in that. I don't know what it looks like from all the angles. No one knows what it looks like from all the angles. And in this industry right now, they're using 3D, they're using photo references, they're using everything they can get their hands on to make the process easier and faster. So why shouldn't you? So, my tips would be to go out with your camera and shoot some photos. Like I've done here. These are all me. All me, baby.
So, the references that I used for this piece actually allowed me to do a lot more dynamic angle for the commission that I was working on. And that turned out to this. And yeah, some of the proportion changed, but that's inevitable, because not every person can look like you. So it had to look more like gnome.
Quit creating these imaginary obstacles in your head. Because once you get over them, you're gonna see that you can go so much further. But one thing that people don't understand with references is that they are references, not a substitute for actually learning things. So Some of you people may think, well, Nils, does that mean that I can simply copy-paste some of the elements into my picture? Because that will be one hell of a lot easier. And it will also speed up my work progress like... yeah, photo bashing, it's called in the industry actually. You can. Like, no one's gonna blame you. They do it in the industry. And that's fine. But there's a little difference, and that is that you do not know yet how to draw it. For example, they skip that step because they know that they have the ability to skip that step. If you don't know how to draw a rock and just copy paste it, then you will never learn what a rock looks like. So try to do some studies of rocks, and when you find that you can actually draw rocks, sometimes you're gonna find that you don't actually want to copy paste them rocks. But if you do, you can feel content and proud that you actually could draw those rocks if you wanted to, just took the time. So instead of tracing your characters, which you can do, like when I mean characters, I mean poses that you're taking all yourself, or royalty-free photos, I suppose. Use them if you can. No one will know if you use your own references. Use your own references if you want to trace. Tips from the coach. Can't get copyright strike. Yeah, I suppose that's it. Thank you all for dropping by. I'll post some more of these sort of videos in the future, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm planning on doing more, and I know I've said that a lot on these past streams and everything like that, which I may move over to Twitch so that it won't be too cluttered around here. Who knows? Write in the comments if you have any opinions on that. And I'll also do an overpaint series. So if you want your piece critiqued here on this channel, drop me a link either on Instagram, this is my handle, or like email or something like that, because I haven't really put up a page where I can critique stuff. Yeah. Till next time. Love you all, you beautiful Vikings. See you next time.